Hello guys, Sam Mark here. So apparently NXT is now planning to tour outside of the United States and plan on touring probably to coincide with the recent WWE European tour. I read this article at SC Scoop, so I'm going to send you guys a link to it on the description below so you can check it out for yourself. It reads that NXT continues to expand from a Florida-based developmental territory to a full-blown standalone touring brand. The brand has already made huge strides this year, holding live events outside of Florida and drawing a hugely impressive crowd in Northern California during WrestleMania 31 weekend. Now we've learned that there are some preliminary talks about NXT holding shows overseas sometime next year. During his one-man shows in the UK this week, NXT General Manager William Regal told fans that the WWE is planning to hold NXT live events in the UK sometime next year. The live shows would likely coincide with a European tour. A correspondent who was at the show said that Regal went as far to say that a business plan has been ironed out for the international NXT live show. My thoughts on this? Well, there's two things. There's good news and there's bad news. The good news is that NXT is continuing to expand past developmental, and all the guys down there that are busting their ass trying to make it to the main roster is going to have more practice when it comes to booking flights and traveling schedules. It's great experience for them, and it's great to work in crowds outside of the United States. Bad news is that this is not a good sign for the indies. As NXT continues to grow, I say that it's going to slowly take business away from the indies. For example, they're taking a lot of indie stars like Prince Devitt, Kenta, Kevin Steen, El Generico. All of them have been repackaged, and now they're trying to take even more because they had interest in taking the Briscoe brothers from Ring of Honor until they re-signed with the company. So my question to that is, when did all of a sudden WWE was so interested in all these indie talent? Because for years we were always under the impression that they don't like the indies. They don't think that they know how to work, and they always look down on the indies. Anyone that ever came from the indies was always looked down upon. So why is there this sudden interest all of a sudden? Why are they suddenly going out of their way of taking Kenta, age 34, Kevin Steen, I think he's like 30. All these above 30-year-olds, when usually they like going for the non-wrestling fan 26, 25, 22-year-old bodybuilders that they like so much. When are they suddenly interested in these smaller indie guys? When for years we were under the impression that they rather have the big, non-experienced guy than the more experienced, smaller guy. So I don't think this is a good sign. NXT overall as a product and for us as fans is always good to have an alternative. But when it comes to other businesses such as Ring of Honor or Lucha Underground and other indie promotions out there that still haven't even gotten national television yet, because El Rey and whatever Ring of Honor's channel is on, I don't really know because I don't have it, are not big channels. And neither is NXT. But NXT has the backing of the WWE. They have bigger budget, and they can easily take any indie star, with the exception of a couple, from anywhere. So there's a bigger picture coming out here, because there's no way that all of a sudden Triple H became a fan of the indies. I just don't see that happening. So are they trying to get the indies out like what they did with the territories? Maybe. I don't think so. Why would they have any interest in doing that? I mean, during the WrestleMania weekend, they had the NXT show go on at the exact same time as the Ring of Honor show does, around that same exact area. So, is there a reason for this? Do they just hate it when the indie companies come to their WrestleMania weekend and try to get shows there for extra money? I mean, knowing the petty and spiteful company that WWE is, I wouldn't really be surprised if that's their business practice. So, I'm not really so sure about this. I mean, it's great for us, but in terms of overall, I think that NXT, as the years go by and NXT continues to grow bigger, is going to have more of a longer lasting negative effect on the pro wrestling business. But maybe I'm just looking too much into this. If you think I'm wrong, then just tell me in the comment section below. So that's my thoughts, guys. Please support this show by liking the video and subscribe. And I will start doing Raw and NXT reviews as soon as next week. So until we meet again, guys, stay gold and have a good one.